guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be sharing 15 things you can cook in your air fryer. We bought our air fryer about 3 or 4 weeks ago now, and I can honestly say I've hardly used my oven since we got it. It is so amazing and I can't wait to share all these different 15 things with you today. Keep watching because the last 2 things I'm going to show you are actually dessert ideas that you can cook in your air fryer. If you're watching me for the first time, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button down below. I post loads of different foodie content on my channel, so if you need a little bit of meal inspiration, then I would love for you to give me a follow. So we bought the Pro Scenic air fryer. I got mine from Amazon, but to be honest with you, ever since I bought it, it's always been out of stock. But what I have done is I've linked some very similar ones down in my description box, which all have the same settings and the same features as our one does. We got a 5.5 litre air fryer, which I would highly recommend. They come in like different sizes, and 1.5 litre is quite common too. So just check when you buy your one, if you do, that it is a bigger litre air fryer, because I promise you, you're going to want to cook everything in this. What I love about this style air fryer is that it's so simple. On the front of it, you will see that you have got different settings for if you want to cook chips, prawns, fish, steak, and muffins as well. It's really easy to adjust the temperature up and down, and also the time up and down as well. And then once you put your tray back in, all you need to do is select your setting, press the play button, and the air fryer does everything else for you. It is also really easy to clean. All you need to do is remove your tray from your air fryer, press the button on the handle and detach your basket from the tray. I then use a handheld scrubbing brush which dispenses washing up liquid, and I just go over my basket and my outer tray as well, which is where all the fats from your food drip to. I just go in with some warm water and my washing up liquid, wash it all away. It's got a really nice Tefal coating, so everything just wipes off really easily from it, and it's non-stick. Then I just leave it on the side, let it to dry, and then pop it back in my air fryer once it is dry. So with all that said, I'm just going to jump straight on into this video, and I'm going to show you 15 things that I have been cooking in our air fryer recently. Right, so in here I have just chopped up some new potatoes, and then I've got some chipolata sausages. So I'm going to be making a tray bake, but I thought I would put these into the air fryer for about 20 minutes first of all, before I add in my other veggies. Once these have been in for 20 minutes or so, I will then add in 2 peppers, a courgette, and an onion, and some garlic to go in as well. Cook them for a further 10 minutes, and then dinner should be ready. Okay, so I am making some pita bread pizzas now. So I usually would make these in the oven, and I would put them in there for about 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm just going to put some ketchup on top of the pita bread base, or you can put tomato puree on there, or some passata, whatever you've got. And then I'm just going to put some cheese on, really nice and simple today. I'm going to pop them on the pizza setting in the air fryer, so that's 8 minutes. When I do my pizzas in the oven, the base isn't really nice and crispy, so I am really pleased with how they've turned out in the air fryer. Pizzas are done, crispy, delicious, ready to eat. Now I'm going to cook some salmon. So I put my salmon in with nothing on top of it, just a salmon fillet. I pop it in on the fish setting, which is 10 minutes. And when it comes out, it has got the crispiest skin ever. The salmon's been in for 10 minutes, and I just wanted to show you how crispy the skin is. I'm someone who loves eating salmon skin, and that is just perfectly done. Right, so tonight we are going to be having fajitas. So in here I've got a chopped up yellow and orange pepper, and also half an onion. I have got some turkey strips, and then I'm going to put some Old El Paso fajita mix barbecue flavour onto all of this. So I'm just going to pop these all into the air fryer together, because I think they'll actually cook through at a very similar rate. And then I am going to pop them on the chicken setting and let the air fryer get cooking. Right, so this is the fajita mix after 10 minutes. I put it on the chicken setting, which is actually 20 minutes, but I was just checking it, and I just cut a piece of the turkey, and it's perfect all the way through. I cut like one of the biggest pieces up as well, so it's absolutely perfect. So all this needs is 10 minutes in the air fryer, and it's done. Right, so what I've got in here are some chickpeas. I've drained and washed them. And then what I'm going to do is add on some olive oil and then also this Nando's peri peri salt. The reason I put some olive oil on is because it just helps the peri peri salt stick to the chickpeas. And then I'm just going to mix everything in together and pop them into the air fryer for about 15 minutes on the chip setting. These are great little snacks to make, like pre-dinner snacks instead of having crisps, or if you're watching a movie instead of having some popcorn. These are good little things for that, but also if you are having a salad, they're really nice to go in your salad as well. So today I'm making some crispy coated vegetables. In this bowl I have got 1 egg beaten up, and then I have got some, this is actually almond flour, but you can use normal flour. And then I've popped in some paprika. I've also put in some salt and pepper here too. And then I'm going to dip my veggies into my egg, and then I'll put them into the flour mixture and then into the air fryer for probably about 8 minutes. Okay, so today I'm going to make some quesadillas. So what I'm going to be using is this Old El Paso refried beans in a tin. So I'm going to spread that onto the wrap, and then I'm just going to sprinkle some cheese on top. This is a really, really basic wrap. So usually when we have wraps, we'll add some like peppers in here as well, and loads of other bits like chicken and things like that. But I just wanted to show you how well they cook in the air fryer. You pop them in on the pizza setting, and in 8 to 10 minutes, they are done, really crispy and ready to eat. Right, so here I've got some chicken thighs. These have got bone in and skin on. So what I have done is just put some olive oil on top of them with some paprika and some salt and pepper. And then I just rubbed everything into the chicken skin. So I'm going to pop these into my air fryer, press the chicken button and let the air fryer just do its thing. This skin is super crispy. Listen to that. That is perfectly done, and it's been in there for 20 minutes. I just wanted to show you all the fat that came off that chicken. So here are all the oils that came off. So those are what your chicken would be sitting in, but instead it's all just dripped underneath the air fryer. Now I'm going to do some chips. So I have just cut up some potatoes into chip shapes, and then I am going to put some olive oil on top, some paprika and some salt. The main reason I'm putting olive oil on top is basically for the paprika and the salt to stick to the surface of the chips. So I'll just pop these in, and then I'll put them onto the chip setting and let them cook away for about 18 minutes. But I will be stirring these halfway through because I'm doing quite a few chips as well. I will probably have to put these on for another 10 minutes after the 18 minutes is done. Okay, so today we're going to do some corn on the cob. But what I'm going to do is just pop them into my air fryer, but not put anything on top of them. So I'm going to put them in on the prawn setting, because it's just 8 minutes. And after 8 minutes, like I said, I will then add some butter on top and a little bit of salt, so they're ready to eat. I'm going to make some kale crisps now. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my kale and chop off the thick stalky bits. Once I've chopped that out, I will then just dice my kale up into kind of chunks, and then I'll pop them into a bowl and put some olive oil on top and some salt. I'll give everything a mix around, and then I'll pop them into my air fryer and I'll put them on the prawn setting. The reason I put them on the prawn setting is because that's just a quick 8-minute setting, and that's the perfect amount of time that these kale crisps take to cook. When they come out, you'll hear they are super nice and crunchy, and they taste delicious. Today we're going to make some really easy sausage rolls. So I've just got some puff pastry and some sausages. So what I'll do is I'll cut the puff pastry into 4 pieces. I'll then lay a sausage into each one of the pieces along with some grated cheese, and then Chris and I like to have some chutney in the house as well. I'll just fold over the pastry and then secure it with a fork at the edges so it doesn't open up. I then just also get a bit of milk as well, or you can use a beaten egg, and just brush it over the top so it goes nice and golden brown. I'll pop it into my air fryer on the chip setting because they do need a good 18 minutes in there to make sure the sausages are nice and cooked. And after the 18 minutes, they're ready to eat. So now I'm going to show you how to make a really quick and easy cheese on toast. So how I make my cheese on toast is I get the bread and I put garlic butter on each side of the bread. For me, this is a very important step. I then grate quite a generous amount of cheese and then sprinkle it over the top. If I'm making it for Chris and I will also add a little dash of cayenne pepper on top, pop it into my air fryer on the pizza button, so that is for 8 minutes on 166 degrees. And once the timer's up, it comes out perfect every single time with a real nice crunchy piece of toast that it's on. Right, so we're going to be making cupcakes today. So in here, this is Jamie helping me, so it's a bit of a mess in here. So I've got 100 grams of sugar, 250 grams of butter, 250 grams of self-raising flour, 4 eggs, a splash of milk, and a dash of salt as well. So we're just gonna whisk this all up and then add it to, I have got some of these cupcake holders, they're silicone ones, so I'm going to add it to those, and then we'll put them into the air fryer on the cupcake setting and let them cook away. I wanted to show you how to make some chocolate croissants in your air fryer as well. So what I have got here is 1 roll of puff pastry, and then to go on top to make it chocolatey, I have got some flake chocolate. So what I'm going to do is roll out my puff pastry, and then I'm going to crumble some flake chocolate all over the pastry. I'm then going to cut my pastry into 8, so I'm going to cut them into 4s, and then I'll cut each 4 diagonally, and then I'll roll them up into a croissant shape, pop them into my air fryer, cook them on the muffin button, which is a 12-minute setting, and then when they come out, they are really, really nice and gooey and chocolatey and delicious. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I will list down below in my description box some different options when it comes to air fryers that are just like mine. Have fun with it. You will love it. And yeah, thanks again for watching. Bye.